Welcome to the finale of Mega Man X4. And now we're at Scott's favorite part. Totally. Too bad. I kind of wish he was here for this, admittedly. It's time for a boss rush!
Oh my gosh!
Oh boy.
And you're gonna love
And this really long fall.
You're
Oh, I remember it being
you're gonna-
longer.
you're
Alright,
gonna
well,
love
how you
this.
gonna top off this boss rush
Like
from
this.
the Mega Man 5?
So the same way as X5.
It's done!
Same way as Mega Man 5. Got it.
And it's done.
Keep in mind that I actually did that before.
Good work, Zero.
You're Sigma! So it was you!
Yes, simply brilliant. You even
Thanks for
defeated
coming.
Colonel and Iris.
You
made
me
it.
do it.
Do it. Oh. No, that allow me to remind you I was once the leader of the Maverick Hunters.
Time for another anime cutscene.
Insert Castlevania reference here because of Sigma.
Oh yeah, he does look like he did look like the Grim Reaper, but then again, that was probably the point.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a flashback sequence back when Sigma was actually a good guy. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Sigma was actually one of the good guys. He was the leader of the Maverick Hunters, like long even before the Mega Man X series started. So he enters this cave, and guess who he finds?
It's X.
Hello, hello, boyfriend. I mean,
Zero.
Zero is
Wait.
Zero. And also notice how Zero's armor is not as detailed as it is in this game and onwards, because it's supposed to be his X1 design. Same goes with Sigma.
of
That's
course,
actually really nice.
he was
attention to
modified when
detail.
he was destroyed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Zero sounds like a total wimp during that
Oh
scene.
man, Sigma just got a kick out of that one.
Ah!
Ah!
You might want to be careful before Kylie beats you to the punchline.
Ah man, I'll have to raise the bar on that one then.
And what you saw there was basically Will throwing me for making more puns.
No! That's literally what was happening in a nutshell. Sigma's Will and Zero Zero.
Or you mean me? But
Yeah, that.
but
Yeah, I'm
anyway-
fighting Zero
that
right
was-
now.
Okay,
That was
what'd you say, Kylie? Your voice was muffled.
sorry. That was a shocking punch. I don't know, like it just kind of looked electrifying.
Oh, electrifying.
It's a good thing that pipe is made out of lightsaber resistant material.
Yeah,
Man,
they honestly had to lower the bar for him.
I think you mean. Don't you mean these? Don't you mean these saber resistant?
Same
same
thing.
thing.
Oh man, he's been disarmed.
Ha!
No,
Ah!
Too soon, man. Too
Hey,
soon.
hey, Austin.
Huh.
I think you could
Just
use
with a scratch.
Austin. I think you could use a hand with that.
Ah,
Mm,
Sorry, I'll figure it out.
Too soon.
It was only a question.
God.
Wow, everyone's talking all at
guys,
once.
Zero's ahead of him.
Oh jeez.
It was just
Sigma,
what's
a
going on
question.
now?
Yes, Kylie.
Kylie.
Sigma, keep your head in the game.
Ah,
Oh,
Why-
I
why-
see the.
You know, by the way, Zero literally made a rape face like just a moment ago.
Well,
It looked like he was
yeah.
gonna rape.
Yeah. Also, yes,
Smash.
Lucas. Zero was built by Dr. Wily. We kind of.
And I also said it was only a flesh wound, referencing my Python because his arm was chopped off.
I'll bite your ankles off.
I'll bite your legs
One
off.
thing I want to point out:
I'm invincible.
those two Maverick Hunter soldiers have
Ludi.
the best voice out of everyone in the game.
Wait,
Nah, I
what?
think Double's voice is what better.
No. I think. Actually, I don't. Maybe. I don't know whose voice has the best voice in this game. Because
It's either Double or Jet Stingray.
You mean duo, right?
Point.
Is it double or
Jesus
duo?
Christ.
You're most impressive.
Sigma, I will defeat you. So, final boss, guys.
My what else?
Oh wait a minute. I know what the line is.
What line?
I think
Oh
the
yeah.
line.
Get ready, Lucas. Recognize this music?
Yes, I used that for the final boss music for the Velocity X.
If you're wondering why he did that, guys, it's because the final boss in that game kind of looks like Sigma, so that's the joke there.
Yeah.
What's
You know,
the
when
name?
you use the when you use his weakness on him, he's like, oh! Like his eyes. Oh, I'm on fire!
I just used
But
prepare to become
you know-
space dust.
guys, I got one. What is Sigma's favorite job?
What is Sigma's face? Well, what? Your voice was muffled again.
What is Sigma's favorite job?
Favorite job? I don't know.
A farmer, because he gets to reap the crops.
I get it. Anyway, round 2. I mean,
I've been
are you
waiting
ready?
for you, Zero. It's time for us to settle this.
He
Okay,
looks
that's
so much
awesome.
like Shido.
Oh, not Shido. I mean, he is the best boss battle in Persona 5, but dang.
Oh wow, I've never tried that. Going over it.
Not Shido.
I always usually just jump onto the wall.
So like,
Let's hope that-
Yes,
I
sir.
actually haven't beaten Persona 5 yet. Is he Japanese? Is he Japanese Armstrong?
Yes,
But, no.
he is.
Let's hope that Sigma doesn't molest any Leftward woman.
Whoa, what, Kylie?
You have to play Persona 5 to understand.
Okay. Anyway,
And he's dead.
I already beat Sigma.
Oh, my Air
I
Nikes!
didn't even get hit. Notice how I didn't even get hit during that fight.
Oh yeah,
snap.
good for you, Seth. Yeah.
You're a god at this
Wow.
game. We know.
It's
Yay.
my-
I was about to say, that was really impressive.
Thank you.
I know, right?
Is this,
I'm
Should
happy.
we-
Do a no hit on this stage, then I'll think you're God.
I don't think I
I'm
can do
happy.
No.
I,
that. Yes, Kylie?
You
Let's
are
see you
finished.
beat Dark Souls with a Rock Band controller, and then we'll start talking respect.
Will, Kylie was trying to speak.
Sorry.
so, Will, Malcolm, and Tappy, y'all understand my joke, right?
I think
I
they do.
actually couldn't
Because
hear
of what
it.
Tito did, you know.
Yeah, Kylie, I think your voice is very muffled for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
The end. What?
Might be your mic.
Is Zero? Well, think this: if Zero dies, does he become space dust?
You know, that's a pretty, that was a pretty shocking attack right there.
You can't become space dust if you kill Sigma.
Well, that's one of the lines that Sigma says during
Also-
that boss. He says, "Prepare to become space dust."
Also,
anyway,
I know.
what?
Also, if use Ryu Engine if you want to attack Sigma's body form with the most damage. As for this head form, just don't die. Just
Seth, how come you weren't doing the dash slash thing?
I'm
From,
sorry, but that head,
That Shippuden.
I'm sorry, but that
That's
head,
really good against the lower.
Sorry,
Austin.
Kyle's
Oh,
speaking.
sorry, I didn't know.
I said, I'm sorry, but that Sigma head is fucking creepy.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
I think it was meant to be creepy.
Yeah.
It's almost like they tried making this boss look ugly or something.
Oh man.
If you think it looks ugly, then wait till you see what happens when I beat it.
But I want Sigma to look like a hot anime guy. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. That
That's
is
so funny.
pretty attractive to me.
Yeah, I mean, look at that guy. That shin.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Those pearly whites.
God damn it.
The brick chin.
Sigma's a scary guy.
You don't
Yeah,
see
he
him.
is.
He's the bad guy after all. But anyway, oh no, the place is about to blow up. I gotta get out of here. Ah!
Well,
gotta skedaddle.
Tappy- Well,
Gotta
Tappy,
go
that
fast.
little girl's gonna protect.
Gotta go fast.
Anyway, there's the general.
Series that has always scared me. Well, as a
I was
kid,
wrong. Sigma, he
I-
blinded me to the truth.
It's okay. Rest.
My body, I could stop the weapon.
But then you'll...
It's over. This is for the soldier. Farewell.
General!
I'm too big to fit in anybody's house.
Please don't be.
What good
I
is
hope
living?
you enter another game
when
over
when I was in elementary school and I played X3 for the first time, I got to Volt Catfish's stage, and I don't know what it was, but his cutscene before I went into the stage scared me so much that I stopped playing for the night.
I can see why.
I know
Too.
what that
Okay.
feels. I know what that feels. Trust me. It's the same thing with me and the Ghost, but I don't want to get into that. I don't
Zero's
want to get
missing
into, I
his
don't want
hair
to
in
get
that
into
shot.
that.
Another flashback scene.
Am I the only one who noticed that Zero was missing his hair in that shot?
Yeah, I
What?
noticed. But it's
So
probably,
lively.
it's probably because it wasn't added on yet. If anyone, after
Great
all.
read, man.
Iris!
Iris.
Iris!
What is
Man,
that?
we have
What is this?
like 5 memories together.
Those
I
5
knew her
seconds
so well.
I knew her so well for a whole like 2 days.
No.
That's not worse.
Actually, I think it's established that Zero and Iris were good friends or something.
That's
Oh.
true. Actually, the Wikipedia page actually said that Zero and Iris were friends, but Iris had feelings for him. It didn't say anything about Zero having feelings for Iris.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also,
Zero.
That's cold, Zero.
That's
Also-
because Zero is gay from X.
Obviously.
Yeah.
No.
I think Will agrees,
Thank you,
right?
Austin. Also, no, I am not playing the North American ending credits theme. I'm playing the Japanese credits theme. One more chance.
Nani?
I love this song. I
You
listened to it this
weeaboo.
morning. I love this song so much.
Same.
Also, for those who are watching, no, I don't ship X and Zero. Just to be clear.
I do.
I ship Zero and Iris. That makes perfect sense.
I ship
Anyway,
Iris
not
and me.
really.
anyway, now that
I'm
we're
just
at
here. I'm just here for the fun. I'm just here to have fun.
Thank you, Melvin. Anyway, that was
I love this ending theme so much.
same. It's so good. What do the rest of you think?
I dig it. I like this.
Dab.
Much
Dabbing
better.
is cringy.
Here, man. The kid's here.
Yes, 911. I will like to report a hate crime.
Anyway,
Yeah.
You're hating on my dabs.
Can I share my final thoughts, please?
Go.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Of course.
so Mega Man X4. What can I say? This is the one Mega Man game I would replay more than any other game, especially the Japanese version known as Rockman X4, because the voice acting is just so much better in that with that version. But regardless, ever since I was already interested in the Mega Man X series anyway, thanks to Will, because you made me play X1 on your Super Nintendo because you wouldn't shut up about it.
I started the cancer.
God damn it, Will. Anyway,
Oh.
Will regrets nothing.
this game is what made me a fan. I knew I would as soon as I started playing as Zero, I already liked the game enough when playing as X, but when I played as Zero, I was mind blown. Like, I have never had this much fun. I've actually beaten the game at first as Zero before I did as X. Even though I did play the game as X, I actually finished it first as Zero. This is indeed my favorite video game of all time because it's platforming with hack and slash combat. Honestly, whenever I praise this game, I never praise X's gameplay. I only praise Zero's gameplay. I mean, don't get me wrong, X's gameplay is good, but it is nothing compared to Zero's gameplay. This is coming from someone who was super obsessed with the hack and slash genre thanks to his love of Star Wars. So again, I was already a fan of platformers, thanks to Mario and Kirby, but this, combine it with hack and slash combats, like with Zero, it's perfect. A hack and slash platformer. There needs to be more video games like these, and I couldn't ask for any more. Actually, I actually do hope we get more, because Mega Man X9, I hope you get made and do Zero justice. The battle has ended.
Oh, sorry.
For some reason, Zero's memories of the past continue to haunt his mind. As a hunter, it is his duty to go after those Mavericks, and at the same time, he knows that it is his destiny to feed his friend one day. 2 different people, 2 different fates. In the future, Zero's decision will lead 2 great hunters to tragedy. The future is coming. And that's the ending.
Iris!
Capcom.
Oof.
Well said.
So as I was trying to say, the music is good, don't get me wrong, but I honestly prefer X1 soundtrack and even X5 soundtrack over X4 soundtrack. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a better soundtrack than X7 or X8's, but I still prefer most of the other X series soundtracks. But as for everything, but again, everything else, this is easily a true a masterpiece. Like the Mavericks are fun to fight. The bosses are fun to fight. The moves that you can get with at both X and Zero are fantastic. I mean, there are some attacks and abilities that I prefer in some of the later games, but as far as the perfect balance for what I like most in the Mega Man X series goes, I think X4 did it the best. It had the best level design and had, at least for Zero anyway, and the best overall best abilities for the characters to use, I find, at least for Zero. And again, I'm sorry, I know it's called Mega Man X4, but I'm a bigger fan of Zero than I am of X. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. So yeah,
Completely understandable. In fact, I'm new to this show, so you guys should know Zero is my favorite video game character. Yukiko is my second.
yeah. But yeah, overall, Mega Man X4, fantastic game. You should play it. I wouldn't recommend playing it before Mega Man X1 at least, but if you want to have a good time hacking and slashing with classic platforming, then this is a game I would recommend. Play as Zero, kick some major Maverick ass, and have fun. So yeah.
What about any X fans watching?
Wait. By the way, Tappy, let me just say that the SMT elitists are gonna kill you for saying that.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. I'll protect you. I'll protect you, Tappy.
Why are they gonna kill
I'll
me?
protect you.
Oh,
Tappy.
because you said you gave a positive opinion towards Yukiko.
Oh,
No, you monster! You monster, Will. You're the
Well, no,
monster.
I'm not the one who's going to be hating on her, but never mind. Anyway, I
Wow,
guess I'll
Will.
say my thoughts on this
Don't.
game. But like, well, I'm the guy
I'll
who's
protect Tappy this time.
I'm one of the many people who actually prefer X1 over this game, but at the same time, it's like the thing about like the X series in itself is that although like if you prefer like the first game over the other or anything like that, it still doesn't devalue any of the following games in the series. Like, I still think X2 is a really good game, even if I feel like it regresses as a sequel a little bit too much, and I also am not a fan of X3 at all. But X4 was definitely a game that I felt like was a nice step forward for the franchise, including a separate character who, like, not only is much different from the previous character, but at the same time doesn't change too much of the game. Like, it does feel like a totally different game when you're playing as Zero versus playing as X, but at the same time, it's, you know, still the same game. It kind of reminds me of Sonic 3 and Knuckles in the sense of how they handled their multiple playable characters, and honestly, that's kind of the best way to handle multiple playable characters, in my honest opinion. And because we didn't show anything off of X, I actually thought X was really fun to play as. But
don't get me wrong. I think X is fun to play as well. I just think Zero is the superior battle robot.
well, like, and nonetheless, I feel like that this is a fantastic Mega Man X game, and I certainly recommend it for those who want to get into the series. But start with a game like X1 and X2, and then go after this game. This would be like a good second or third Mega Man game if you're interested in the series after playing your first. So
Absolutely.
Personally, I would say it would be okay if you go straight to X4 after X1, as long as you know that Zero was rebuilt in X2, because that's literally all you really need to know before going to X4, is that, oh, Zero was rebuilt after being destroyed in X1, so there you go.
There's a little teaser in X3 hinting that there's something wrong with Zero near the end.
that's nice.
Okay, but anyway, let's see.
Who's next?
Kylie. Kylie, you should go next. Final thoughts.
It's a good game. Good night.
That's all you
Best
can
Short
say.
and sweet.
Okay, well, regardless, if that's all you really can say, Kylie, it's time to give you a promotion. You are now an official commentator of VG Commentaries. Congratulations. Yay!
Oh, word?
And there was much
Well, in my
rejoicing.
case-
Yay!
I will make each commentary 100% more toxic.
Yeah.
Let's spice
Uh,
things up a bit.
I can hear the crowd booing already.
We can do that too. We can do that too.
Hey,
Back at you.
So anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, Austin. Or actually, why don't we let the lady go first? Tappy, Katie.
That's me. No.
No.
What? You're a girl! Oh my god!
So okay, Katie. Final thoughts on X4.
Well, X4 was actually the second Mega Man X game that I played. And playing as Zero was just a dream come true because I first played Mega Man X in elementary school and I absolutely loved it. And when I saw Zero for the first time, well, yeah, I was love struck.
You were like,
But,
I want to
like-
be that guy. Like,
Yeah!
yeah.
I like how Dookie Shed and Ego Raptor reacted to him. And, well, playing as Zero is just so much fun, and it fits the combat so well, and I know the game like the back of my hand.
Same.
I probably can't play as well as you, Seth, but I do know it pretty well. And Zero has just touched me in many ways, and yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I
Oh,
wish.
Not like that. Hopefully not like that.
Also, Scott.
Oh, I'm sure
Scott,
she didn't
you
do that.
arrived.
Scott, where?
Scott!
Scott's here.
Where have you been?
Oh,
You missed the rest. You missed the commentary. Where have you been? Why?
Okay, well, let me talk. Let me say what happened. All right. Okay, so pretty much what happened was, pretty much my mom got on the computer and,
You got logged out of Discord or something like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that, man. We wanted to
Well,
wait, but we were kind of running low on time.
It's alright,
Okay.
man.
Oh,
Anyways, as I was saying, I think Tappy would love to be touched by Zero.
Oh,
She's already said
God.
I know I would.
okay. Austin. Final thoughts.
What do I even have to say? It's a solid Mega Man game. Plays like Mega Man. You shoot, you jump, you slash, you do all that, just like Mega Man. It's a whole Mega Man game. Play it, and if you don't, you're stupid.
You go with the
Wow.
running and the gunning and the zooping and the
Smashing and the hair and the Zero and the Iris.
Iris.
Okay. So.
A hard bargain.
So now that we got the final thoughts done, time for the next section. Lucas, Scott, and Malcolm, are you interested in trying out this game in the future? Lucas, why don't we let you go first?
Alright, well, knowing that I did play Mega Man X1, even though, Seth, you're not a good teacher, and Will is.
Yeah.
That's
I will say that X4 really is a good... X4 really... X4, well, looking at the game, is actually much better, in my opinion.
the next one.
And, yeah, but I will say that even though the anime cutscenes are the most notorious out of the entirety of the game,
They're still entertaining.
I know it's still entertaining, yes. But but overall, the gameplay it doesn't really. But the anime cutscenes don't really affect the entire gameplay that often. It's still entertaining to watch,
Mhm.
even though the voices are bad.
Unless you're playing the
And-
Japanese version or watching Lucas
That's-
Morrison's dub, but yeah.
That's true. But yeah, but to answer your question, yeah, I would be interested in playing this game in the future.
Oh, you're gonna love it if you're playing as Zero, especially.
But what about the X fans?
Well, okay, yeah, you could,
actually
yeah.
X is really fun to play
Yeah,
as
you
in this
can.
game.
Yeah, you can play as X. He is there, but why would you play as X? Because
Because I prefer playing as X over Zero.
you monster.
Drop the
Zero-
you just
X doesn't have a lightsaber and Zero does.
X
Excellent.
is a lightsaber.
X, at least with X, I don't take unnecessary damage for getting too close to an enemy.
Get good,
Well,
man. Get good,
Get
B-class hunter.
Get a
Oh,
gun and be practical.
Alright,
I
let's
have
go
a
through
gun. I
everybody
have a
here.
gun, but I prefer to use my saber.
Why?
because it's more
this is not a
satisfying
place to
and
argue
flashy.
about who's better.
Anyway, next.
Yeah, next, Malcolm, are you interested in trying Mega Man X4 at all?
I mean, it's tight. It's tight. It's a pretty nice game. I tell you what, next time I'm in Japan, I'll do the right thing and actually buy the game, because I kid you not, I walked right past it when I was going through one of
You walked right past a copy of Rockman X4?
I think that's what it was. Either the OG Rockman X, or it was X4. I was like, huh, Seth would really like this. But I had to worry about money at the time. I mean, I was actually just trying to find all the figurines I could while I was in Japan. And
I do own the Japanese. I do own 2 Japanese copies of X4, both for the PS1 and Sega Saturn.
Oh, okay. Because if I was actually going to get it for you as a gift, but now that I know you have it, I'm glad I didn't spend a fortune on it.
Yeah.
You should have seen the price on it, man. But yeah, I think it would be pretty nice to play. I guess or better yet, just remake that on the whole series on on consoles or PC or something. People would just probably jump at that.
Well, lucky for you, Malcolm, the Mega Man X, all 8 main Mega Man X games are coming to the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch later this year.
Well, I'm definitely getting on the Switch. I need more games on the
I
Switch.
have to get mine on the Switch. I was, actually for Christmas, I was originally gonna wait and get the X collection for the GameCube, but since I heard the announcement that the X games are gonna be on the Switch, I'm waiting for that.
Same here, man.
Yeah.
Word of advice: don't get the X collection on the GameCube. The controller does not help with this gameplay.
Okay.
Dash jumping is impossible with that.
I can't wait for the Switch, but yeah, actually, if you do get anybody else gets this game, have fun with it. And then, but one last thing, Zero's hair is so beautiful.
I know.
His hair.
Zero is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
I just
wonder
want
why
him to
he's
tie
dating
me
him.
down with those locks and have his.
Oh my
way
gosh!
with
Stop!
me.
Stop.
Not
Oh,
Seth.
Yeah, that's enough.
I just want
Anyway,
to brush it. I just want to brush it 24/7.
okay, Scott.
I wanna cuddle him.
Let Seth talk.
It's Scott's turn. Scott, are you interested in trying Mega Man X4?
Yes,
Good to hear.
and that's all I can say.
Well, that was quick and easy.
Do you plan on trying as X or Zero first?
Well, due to the gameplay that I've seen, probably I'll start off with Zero, most likely.
You made the right choice.
Man, am I the only one who likes X more than Zero, though?
Actually-
I mean,
No,
Zero's
you're
hair
not-
is
you're
beautiful.
Not, you're not the only one. I'm sure
Can I
there are
ask
a lot of
everyone a
people.
question?
What is it, Tappy?
All right, let's do a quick little survey here. Who do you guys prefer, X or Zero?
X.
Zero.
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 -0.
Is that even an answer?
What?
Is that
That's my original fan character.
Nightmare Zero is best Zero.
Oh, my God.
I
Why Zero?
don't know what that is, but okay.
I think we can. I think we can all agree that Absolute Zero is worse. Zero.
Oh gosh.
Don't remind me. Anyway.
Oh, that sounds so dope. I mean, it sounds like a freezing villain or something, like Mr.
No.
Freeze or Captain Cold.
No,
Trust me, it's not.
Absolute Zero is basically a form that Zero has in Mega Man X Command Mission, and he looks like a freaking robot vampire, and it looks ridiculous. It doesn't suit Zero.
X looks like a Gundam.
Well, excuse
Yeah,
me for liking Absolute Zero.
I think Absolute Zero is
That's-
cute.
There.
I mean, the name sounds dope.
the name is
All right, I think we said enough of this game.
Yeah.
Wow, that's enough.
So yeah, that was Mega Man X4. Welcome, Kylie. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to commentating with you some more in the future. And Austin, thank you once again for joining us for X4. We probably won't get to X5 for a little while, but you're welcome to join us for our commentary of Mega Man 7 or 8 if possible. Classic Mega Man 7 or 8, that is, if you want to anyway.
Coolio.
Um,
I like 7 and 8 the best, so I'll definitely.
okay, if that is if you really want to.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, and thank you to our newest guest commentator, Katie, or Tappy, okay, whatever you want to call her, for joining us for this commentary. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right. So, with that being said, Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic night and take care. Later.
Bye.